Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. We will come to Costa Rica together to explore a pineapple farm. The farm gets about 75 million pineapples a year. Each pineapple requires workers to pick it by hand and then put it on a conveyor belt. They use a special machine to peel the skin of the pineapple and remove the outer skin and leave the core. Once the skin is peeled, the pineapple will be sliced. So how do you make the most delicious pineapple in the world? Would you like to taste the local pineapple? Let's go and see how this honey pineapple is grown and processed. In fact, the most delicious pineapples usually contain a higher sugar content, which helps to give them a sweet and juicy taste. Everything is prepared from the soil. The agricultural machinery is used to grow the land. Farming helps to break the soil surface, improve air quality, and promote nutrient absorption. The soil is essential to ensure that the drainage is good and avoid water accumulation. This is extremely important for preventing excess water from the root of the plant because pineapples don't like too much water. Therefore, it is necessary to artificially form a T-shaped bed, which means that any excess rainwater can flow away without harming the plant. The next step is to pour the fertilizer into the soil to improve its structure and nutrient content, which is a key nutrient for the health of the pineapples. The workers lay the plastic to keep it moist and prevent insects and mice from approaching. Next, the best pineapple spider truck acquired last year is distributed evenly on the T-shaped bed. Each bed is planted with 2 rows of pineapples and each pineapple is kept at the same distance. The line is 26 centimeters long and each line is 100 centimeters long. It is not an easy task to plant 9,000 pineapples every day with the same line. It is very important that the plants need to grow at the same speed so that they can get the same nutrients and sunlight so that they can grow to roughly the same size. In this farm, about 75 million pineapples are planted every year and it takes 8 months to grow, and then the plants are ready to move on to the next stage. The farmer drives a tractor across the field and uses a special machine called a sprayer to spray each plant. In this initial stage, the farmers use rainwater gas, which is a natural gas that allows the plant to fully bloom. This gas tells the plant that it's time to start growing fruit, and this process is called sedation. After the sedation, the plant begins to produce small flowers in the center of the leaf, and the gold of the flower is gradually thickened to form the core of the center. Fruits will grow around this core, and as the gold of the flower continues to thicken, the small flowers gradually merge into pineapples. The whole process takes a few weeks. It takes 18 months to prepare the harvest from the plant tree. Farmers use visual assessment and maturity tests to determine the right time to harvest. Use a refractor to assess the quality of the pulp for sugar and flavor testing. This step is crucial for ensuring that the pineapple tastes delicious and suitable for eating. After 18 months, the pineapple has matured and is ready to harvest. The fruit is about 30 centimeters long and weighs about 2 kilograms. Unlike many fruits, pineapples do not mature after harvest. Workers play an important role in the harvest process because when the skin is golden and the pulp is sweet and juicy, it is a decisive moment in this farm in Costa Rica. Most pineapples are handpicked because the use of machines may damage the fruit. The implementation of specialized technology such as the arm harvester plays a key role in this process. This machine moves slowly in the field to ensure that each pineapple can be selected accurately. Workers use specialized tools such as harvesters or scissors to carefully cut the pineapple from the top of the gold without damaging the fruit and then put it in a big cart. And what's interesting is that the crown of the pineapple provides an ideal buffer so the fruit is upside down in the cart, and once it's full it goes to the factory. After arriving at the factory, the pineapple has been washed and cleaned to remove the residue of soil, insects, or other pollutants. The fruit soaked in the water is floating to the bottom and then pushed to the conveyor belt by the pressure of the water. In this factory, 140,000 tons of pineapples are processed every year and classified according to their quality, size and appearance. The one that meets the market consumption standard is placed separately, and the one that is used for processing and the one that is used for sales is separated. Then remove any pineapple that does not meet the size or quality standard. Next, The pineapple goes through a layer of wax jade to keep it cool and fresh during the transportation process. The fan cools and hardens wax to form a layer of coating to form a barrier to slow down the ripening process of the fruit. The last stop is the packaging and label department. The workers will take the relevant pineapples and pack them separately. The perfect size and shape are packed according to the size. The unrelated ones are sent to the confectionery for slicing, chopping or grinding. The packed pineapples are placed in the freezer to keep them fresh. The freezer helps to extend the shelf life of the pineapples and maintain their quality. Once in the confectionery, the fresh pineapples go into the processing plant. From the plant to the inspection point to eliminate any damaged fruit. The pineapple is washed and removed from any dirt or surface residue. Next, a special machine is used to peel and remove the skin and pulp to ensure that only the pulp of the pineapple is used. The rough skin will quickly damage the blade, so the knife must be sharpened every half hour. Once the skin is peeled, the pineapple goes into a slicer and produces a slice that is slightly thicker than 1 centimeter. The average number of slices produced by this machine is 7. Workers check the pulp to see if there is any remaining skin. This machine cuts it into smaller pieces of more mature pulp, so it's sweeter and goes straight into the can. The pineapple is placed evenly in the can with enough space for liquid packaging. Once the can is full, it is tightly closed to prevent pollution. Once the can is sealed, it goes through a heating process. Generally, it is disinfected and sterilized in a high-pressure sterilizer to ensure long-term preservation. It only takes 20 minutes to go from fresh fruit to the can. The pineapples have been processed and packaged and are now ready to be used for decoration competitions and to add flavor to the fruit salad. Alright, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone you might be interested in. That's it for today's video. I'll see you next time.